Folks, how we doing? Second game of the day, or third if you count Tonga and Samoa. But we got Wallabies and France. Anthems are about to get underway. How is everybody doing? I see JP is here. Simon is along as well. How's it going, Simon, for the second one for you, mate? Elliot as well. Nov Mum. JP, you did miss Gaza. He was going on and on about Gaza Mania before the start, and I said if there's no JP, there's no Gaza Mania, mate. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good. JP says haircut is going to get it done. Yeah, we will see. We will see. Just wearing the French jersey like you're not going to get an ass whooping. To be honest, the French cap I'm wearing is more comfortable than the Wallabies one, which is actually the ultimate reason I decided to wear it. There you go. Or maybe just in case that guy who sent me the message earlier, like a couple of weeks ago, just happens to tune in. He'll love the fact that I'm wearing the Wallabies jersey again. Victoria is home from the pub, here for the stream. Well done. You can hear us now. Wee says, start Leo. We're in the French jersey. Where's the hate message at? Yes. Some of you guys would have missed that one earlier. That was hilarious. Goodness gracious me. French anthem is going. Jamie says, so the French stick a rookie 10 in the lineup for a test series decided. That's just how they roll. That's just how they roll, man. Why not? Why not? Loud and clear, nice jersey choice. There you go. Victoria appreciates it. Have a look at the trivia for later. I feel like we've had that question before, but anyway. Anyway. 3 weeks till first split is loaded up, Mum. That's crazy, isn't it? No time at all. Who are we predicting for this one, folks? Who have you got? Ribsy says it's going to be fun. Go the Wallabies. Good on the French. Really appreciate the tour in less than ideal times. Indeed, mate. Like this and the Wales against Argentina one are proper cracking, even if they're kind of taking a bit of a back seat to like the Lions tour and stuff. Mark Dunphy, man, how are you doing, sir? He's picked France. Novmum picked Australia. Stalia's got France by 2. Another game to the death. Aussies to pip, says Simon. France by 5, says Victoria. France by 2, says Tim K. Green and gold for my man JP, says Allard. Nice, nice. Wallabies by less than a try, says Ribsy. Too many people predicting Australia when they lost once and should have lost twice. I'm just keen to see how well these guys can back up after playing just the other day. Could be a draw, Jamie. Yeah, might be right. Otto, I am indeed back. Wallabies by a haircut. Ahoy, Steve, mate. I think I picked Aussie by 1. So I'm close to you can get sitting on the fence. Don't see this match on any of the Supersport channels. Oh, that can't be right. That can't be right, mate. Victoria got the AB scores correct. Fiji off by a converted try. Hoping you're on a roll. Yeah, 60. You called it. Was it? Yeah, 60. You called it down to the money. A draw would be fitting. Interestingly, one of the guys mentioned for the Argentina video, there's the midfielder Chocobates, right? He beat the All Blacks in his first game. Draw with Australia. Draw with Australia. And then draw with Wales. That's been his career thus far. Like, bloody hell, man. That's a bit random, isn't it? Anyway. Tama's here. Go le bleu. Good, man. Back in the garden for me. Thank you for the lavender tips. Allard, man. 10 squids says, for the boys. Aussie boys? For that haircut. Look at that haircut. That's more than a 10... Is that more or less than a £10 haircut? That's probably actually less than a £10 haircut, isn't it? Anyway, mate. Appreciate that, man. I was tempted to put money on this one myself, but I left it. So anyway, thank you, brother. Hope you're well and not boiling too much in sunny Wales. We've got kickoff. Now, interestingly, I have decided to cast to my TV instead of using the TV's app this time because the app seems to be the slowest way to get it done. So I will give you a shout when I'm at 30 seconds. And that would be right about now. You guys tell me if I'm more behind, less behind, or about the same as normal. Fleshing is France by 5. Good to see you, mate. France, number 10, is a rookie from Po. He's a trained bread maker. Well, let's hope he... I was trying to think of something funny. Brings the buns, not the donuts. Anyway. It's on Supersport Variety 2, Channel 207. There you go, Otto, mate. Thank you for the tip for you fellow South Africans. Luke, how's it going? Too close to call. Marika's going to be fierce. Philip says, sounds like how James Ryan had that opening season where he basically just beat everyone. Yes, true. You're thinking about the Chocolates thing. Yeah, James Ryan basically just had the debut career to die for, didn't he? All the banter at the pub was about how bad the rugby haircuts are. The French guys are better, to be fair. 20 seconds behind. I'm ahead of JP for the first time in months. Only like 13 seconds behind now. Okay, so I feel like... Oh no, is Dalgunu off already? Goodness me. "20 seconds ahead. Goodness me. I feel like usually when I'm using the app on the TV, it's like I'm a good minute behind everybody, but the desktop app, the desktop browser version just seems to work a bit better. Just did his wrist, eh? A very nothing kind of tackle on Jaminet. Do I think France will ever win a World Cup? Man, they've been bloody close. And looking at the squad they've got at the moment, you could see them doing it. And if they can knock players out that easily, then why not? Man. I'm going to have to write a note that Dalgunu off for Hodge. 1 minute. Knock. Wrist. Jambine. Hodge on already, Monco. Yeah, man. He's had to come on for Filippo, who's hurt his wrist trying to tackle Jaminet. Crowd looks pretty decent. Craig, good man. Good to see you back. The good thing about Hodge is he can play pretty much everywhere. He missed to fix it. Yeah. Apart from 9, what position does he not cover? I'm at 2 minutes, by the way, if we're looking to see kind of where we're at. Can't wait for Hodge to miss a kick at the death to win it. One of these days he'll get one. Surely the best shot is 2023. Yeah, this young squad, not even these guys, like the A-team guys should be pretty much ready to go by 2023. And they're at home. That's their best shot, absolutely. Fish and chips for Craig. I haven't had fish and chips for ages, actually, now that I think about it. Penalty advantage for France. You know they're going to opt over the 3. $2.25 when you were at 2 minutes. Okay, well, that's about right then, because YouTube adds a slight delay, so yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. French 7 is 80% steroids. Oh, man. Gonna get Bordeaux World Cup game tickets for sure. You're going back, Victoria. You're going back to France. You're just back temporarily. Isn't Ben O'Keefe supposed... God, I don't know. Ben O'Keefe. Jaminet's going to boot this one over, and sure enough, 3 points to nil. Time check, Steve. I am at 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Right, I just need to edit this. Australia 0-3 France. Save. Show. And we will change the colour scheme. Blue for France or yellow for the Wallabies. There you go. I'm going to do postgrad over there starting September. Could never bring myself to do postgraduate studies. I'm a lazy, lazy man. But good on you, that's cool. 2 years locked up. Oh, Marika Gelon has just kind of fallen down. Did he get hit in the face? Because he certainly held his face. Sticky man, cheers from Paris. I hope you're going well, mate. Your team's got a good lead. 3 points to start with. Big hit. I didn't think he got him in the head, to be honest. I thought he got him on the shoulder. Mark's asking red card. I need to see it from the other angle. But Gelon certainly held his face like he'd been hit in the face. Marika lucky he didn't get yellow. Quite a beard though. It's a lazy hit more than a dirty one. They're not showing it again at all. Oh, the TMO's going to have a look at it though. Come on. I must be behind you guys. I can't see nothing. Here we go. He gets it. Ooh, that could be bad. But he did fall down rather theatrically. Ooh. He might be in trouble here, folks. He dips a wee bit. He certainly dips. He catches it. And then he kind of dips and braces. Corabete's coming in pretty low. That angle looks totally innocuous. That looks like nothing. Absolutely nothing. But that one other angle looks bad. I think yellow. Because he dips to brace in. He dips quite low. Marika's coming in pretty low. Who does one cheer for when it's the Aussies against the French, Grant? Maybe you go for a draw. Surely a yellow. I'm betting yellow. I reckon he's going to get a card. Jules, I know. What's going on? They're having a look for a bloody age at this car, at this tackle. The fact that he holds his face, though, is a bit... Come on, man. That's a bit soccer player, like JP says. Also, one arm wrapped. Whoa, what are they saying? What are they saying? I can't hear. What are they saying? Red? Seriously? Oh my god. Is it really red? Come on. The Wallabies are in trouble if that's red. No. No. No, he was dipping. He was dipping. I thought he was dipping. Come on. Come on. He visibly dipped. No. We should have known when they were taking that long to look at it, though, to be fair. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. no, 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 no. No. Oh, unfortunate is right, mate. That's a downer. Well, he's gone off though, Geelong, so maybe he's got to go have HIA? I don't know, man. From that angle, it looks totally innocuous. And you guys know me, I'm not a big time rugby's gone soft defender guy. I do think the hits to the head need to be taken out, man. But he drops. Anyway. I'm at 5 minutes and 1 second on the clock. McDermott's giving it a wee run. Travesty. Maybe yellow card at best is kind of what I was thinking as well. Yeah, ridiculous. Sport needs to revisit what's truly a red card offence. There wasn't obvious contact with the head. It did seem kind of shoulder to shoulder with, I don't know. There was a collision, yeah. Gamesmanship from the French player holding his face. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? It's not what you want to see in the sport. Naked Ref says the laws. That's what the laws are. Yeah. No, man, that's a downer. That's a big time downer. This series is on like a knife edge. And then you get a decision like that. Don't know. It's a soccer thing, yeah. Picked quite a time to tune in, Jezza, mate. You did. The Corabetti got red carded for a high tackle, which was, I would have thought, kind of marginal. High-speed sport with super slow-mo replays. Yeah, it does make everything look a bit worse. You need to view it in real time. Ryan, mate, I will let you know once the clock comes back on. 6 minutes, 43 seconds. Are they doing the player can replaced after 20 minutes? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Junaid says, keep watching up. The French are mauling it. I was tempted to put money on the French, but because they had a debutant at 10, I decided against it. Oh my goodness. And they have just powered over. Unbelievable. Boom. It's a maul. It's about 5 meters out. And then Kuyu just peels off and runs straight over McDermott. Goodness me. See that again. Here it comes. Crowd's up in arms about his leading forearm. 10-point lead, man. 10-point lead. Yeah, early red cards, especially in games which on paper are going to be so tight, are real downers, eh? The Spanish entertaining commentary stream. Nice. Karevi would have gotten a yellow for that fend. Yeah. Elizabeth, one of many for France. I'm a Kiwi that nearly never supports Oz, but that sucked big time. There you go. It kind of says it all, doesn't it? Another year of being hard pressed to justify Wallabies support. This is all investment in the Wallabies' future. But yeah, having one guy off injured and one guy red carded within the first 6 minutes ain't ideal. Mr. V, mate, yeah, Gazza went home. It's it was almost 9 o'clock. Was it 9 o'clock when he left? 8:50. So yeah. But I was serious earlier when I said it's genuinely possible he stays here for a while because they're selling their house. So, yeah, they're going to move. And if they haven't found a place to move to, by the time their place gets sold, they may be staying with me for a while because I got a bed that they can sleep on. Well, I've kicked my son out of the bed. He supports the Stormers apparently, so bugger him. I don't mind the Stormers, but yeah. Go Hooper! Get in there, man! Needed that. The game needed that. Hell yeah. And Ribsy, I just saw your thing. Look the F up. We'll take that. Come on. Game needed that. Absolutely. Come on. Hooper, man. Leading by example. Great gap, man. Pass and steps. He steps the new fly half. What a step. Just like a midfielder, man. He should be playing in the mid. Gazza was right about Tate. Gazza called it. I should have taken his advice and put a bet on anytime try scorer. Good try. Game needed that. Game needed that. LRM, mate. Yeah, the stream has been pretty depressed since that red card. Pretty brutal, that one, I thought. Yeah, not the best. But anyway. Gazza knows the way. Yeah, he picked it. The Spanish stream. Try. I would never be able to do that, eh? With that kind of Hooper passion. 152 people here. Like the stream. Do that. Boom for the like button. How many likes we got? Hoops and Haircut needs to be a sitcom. Did you end up buying Sky when moving house? I still have an online account just for Sky Sports Now, whatever it's called. Yeah, I already had a year subscription, so... Oh, playing Gamosa, maybe not quite supporting his body weight. Needed to leave that one alone. Can't watch the game, but my Aussie mate just messaged me about a red card being BS. What happened? Ran, mate. Dan. Yeah, Marika Korobeti smashed into Geelong. And he barely, if anything, made contact with his head. From one angle, it looks like nothing. From another angle, it looks like kind of marginal contact. But, yeah, Geelong kind of dipped as he caught a ball and braced for a tackle. So I thought it was kind of BS as well. I would have thought yellow with the mitigation of the dip, based on what we've seen these days, but not to be. It was red. Bounced up from his shoulder, says Randy. Yeah, pretty much. Jaminet with a penalty attempt, and he is on one hell of a kicking streak. It's another one for him. He is such a reliable kicker, that dude. 7 points to 13. Am I going to watch the sevens at the Olympics? I will try to watch the sevens. Yeah, I'll have to see what kind of time the games are on. I don't know much about sevens at all, but I will certainly try to enjoy watching it. I think Gillon did go off for a head injury assessment. I think he did. How good does South Africa A look against the Lions? Pretty good, man. For a team which hasn't played for ages. I know it's not the box officially, but yeah. And after being locked up in hotel rooms, pretty good. Pretty good. Kick streak was Katrakilis with 27. That might be true, man. I do not know. Harsh one, gutting if it's gonna... Oh, it'll be the talking point of the game, mate, Dan. For sure. For sure. Is that kick gonna be too big? Nope, it's just right for the French. Banks kick only makes it just outside the 22. Evening, Scooter Man. How is it going? SA team probably had a lot of pent-up frustration to unleash, and unleash they did. Kiwis play so rugby so well, yet referee so poorly. I know. What other sports do I like, Michael? Man, you got a good surname. I used to follow football, soccer, but I do not really follow it anymore. Reason being, got sick of the diving, to be honest. Example, I tell my son about the boy who cried wolf story. Like, a dude flopping around with holding his leg, faking an injury, is essentially a big old boy who cried wolf. So I can't justify that one. But that's just a personal thing. Ice hockey a wee bit in recent years. Yep, I watch ice hockey. Not usually full games. I watch highlights, but playoffs I'll watch some full games. Sumo wrestling, believe it or not, I'll watch a bit of that. Again, it's really short, just highlights. I don't watch all the preamble between bouts. I just watch the bouts. It's an entertaining sport. I never thought I would have been into sumo, but there's actually quite a lot to it. It's quite fascinating because there's no weight divisions. Everyone's in the same division. The huge 150 kilo guys are in the same division as like the 100 kilo guys, and they've just got to use different skill sets to try and beat each other. It's kind of fascinating. But anyway, I have never watched. I think I might have watched James. I think I might have watched hurling after we talked about hurling on here once, and it seemed like bonkers, like totally crazy. Yeah. Anthony, mate, yeah, it was a good one for the ABs, absolutely. Flipping the bird to the South African fans, Mertens, yeah, that's a pretty famous highlight, that one when he was playing for the Crusaders. No worries, James, for making you a mod. I think you and Jezza are mods. I made someone else a mod too. Trust your judgment. There you go. I read a thing about sumo when I was a child. The most famous was actually from Samoa. I think I know the guy you're talking about. I don't remember his name. I'm only really familiar with the contemporary guys because I've only been watching it for like the last 6 months. James and Jez's names are in blue because they have moderating powers to block spammers and stuff like that. Geelong passed his HIA. Randy says to watch up. I will watch. Junaid says to watch up. It's a line out. France have nicked it. Not what the Wallabies need. But France are in their own half. Surely they're not going to score from here. Oh, intercept. Lolosio is away. Bro, he did a pre-celebration and a dive. I feel like he was kind of pleased about that one. Ribsy. I just saw that. Oh, goodness me, guys. Who threw that pass? Intercept try after the line out mucked up. Good return for the Wallabies. Yeah, the Wallabies had their own line out, kind of get pinched by the French, and then I think it was their 10. Had the ball intercepted by Lolosio, had put a really good read in, and yeah, went over for a try. Can the Wallabies go in front here? He's nailed it. We have a lead change, believe it or not. Spanish stream is so good. It's interesting that they're so invested in the game, eh? I mentioned it the other day when I watched Argentina against Romania. They had two Argentinian commentators. One of them was Marcelo Bosch and one of them was somebody else. And they were speaking English, which is a really hard thing to do, like to commentate in a second language. And I know the Argentinian guys are famous for being, at least in terms of the football stuff, like so passionate. But these guys were the most deadpan commentators ever. Maybe it's just because it was their second language. Best 9 in the world has probably got to be DuPont, man. It's got to be DuPont. Although I think I like Smith's pass a bit better, but it's probably DuPont. Live streaming Wales and Argentina. Nah, man, that one's on at like 2 in the morning. So after this one, I am gonna go to bed and then I will sleep for about 4 hours. What a big hit there. And then watch the Lions against the Sharks. Most passionate commentators are the Corsa commentators. That's also true. Oh my goodness, those guys. Yes. For rugby, I think it doesn't get more passionate than those guys. Yeah, Smith's probably got the best distribution. DuPont's definitely got a better running game. Neither side has gone 7+ phases according to the stats they just put on the screen. And yet we've had a few tries. 5 phases for the Wallabies. They can buck that trend if they go 2 more. Penalty advantage anyway. There we go. They've hit 7 phases for the first time in the game. They are in the French 22. Man, they need to get some points on the board because I feel like they're going to get tired, especially seeing as they're playing a bunch of guys who played like 4 days ago. Best player in the world overall? Man, that's a tough question. Colby's pretty good. Peter Steph Dutour's pretty good. I mentioned Dupont's pretty good. Tyke Furlong's pretty good. Robbie Henshaw has been pretty good this year. The crowd has gone gangbusters over that Geelong tackle. It was high. And the fans are like, why is there no card? Alan Jones, yeah, he's also pretty good. Oh, Josh Adams, he gets underrated terribly. He's bloody good. Wallabies keep clocking up the points. That's what you need to do. Right, let us update that score. Maybe the Wallabies are fired up, guys and girls. The red is forcing the Wallabies to play better. Maybe they're just angry, eh? Maybe the Wallabies needed a bit of a kick up the backside, and this is actually what's sparked them on a bit. A good take from Jaminet there, though. Maul, surely ref. That's got to be a turnover. That's got to be Aussie ball. Come on, ref. Oh, why? Oh, because... Is that because it was from a kick? Yes. Salakai Loto's pretty good, yeah. If he's on the Wellington Phoenix, what? Of what little football I have followed, I sure didn't follow the A-League, unfortunately. Afulele Fassi, man, he is a proper young player as well. Reset the scrum. Last couple of years, red cards. What was that? It just disappeared. Spanish guys are absolutely nailing the island names. That's good to hear. A lot of the commentators tend to struggle in English. Red cards have ended up galvanizing teams with the missing man. That's true. Ultimate one, I still remember. I've mentioned it a few times on streams before. Do you remember the Sharks when they came to Christchurch to play the Crusaders? Got a red card. This is when we're talking Bismarck, Duplessis, Beast. They beat the Crusaders with a man down for the majority of the game. The Aussies have just won a scrum penalty. So, yeah, they've got the momentum. Am I live on the laptop? Yes, mate, on the laptop. Jean Daisel and Bismarck. Simon was there. No, you weren't. Daisel stomped on a neck. That's right. You weren't there. Don't tell me you were there. No way. Anytime Victoria, the commentators, can get the names right, I am a fan. Follow me, I followed them to Auckland, we beat the Blues. No way, that's mental, man. Squidge made an interesting point about Reds not necessarily meaning you lose the game, and as Wales v Ireland Six Nations video, Ireland tend to win when they got a red. Was that when Wales were getting a whole bunch of crap though? Because people will say you guys only win because you get red cards given against the other team? But he might be right. You'd have to have a look at the stats to see what the winning percentage is like as of red card teams or not. Man, it's already been half an hour. Since the red card, have Australia scored all the points? No, because there was the try. It was 10-0 just after the red card, but then it's been Australia. Since it was 10-0. Oh, then there was a penalty. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's too late. Quade Cooper's thing, can't get an Aussie passport. It seems bizarre. But honestly, I think I've mentioned before, I worked in a government department before. I worked for the High Court. And, you know, there's District Court and High Court. And I handled the bail applications. No, bail appeals rather than applications. So you go to the court because you stole a car, you get put in the prison, you apply for bail at the district court, it gets rejected, right? And then you apply for that decision to be appealed, right? You appeal that decision. The lawyers would often bring their paperwork to the High Court because they want the case heard at the High Court, right? Because it's heard by a High Court judge. But the file is still at the district court. So you've got to take it, the file to the district court, the application to the district court. I used to love telling people to go to the district court. It was a sick pleasure as a bureaucrat telling people, this form's not for me. You got to take it somewhere else. So Quade Cooper not getting a passport feels a little bit like that. I'm sure he didn't fill out the right paperwork somewhere. Honestly. It's a sick pleasure. Cadbury on the Aussies shirt. Well, Cadbury's paying them, so I'm sure they'll take it. Oh man, haircut with an error at the back of that ruck. If any long-term Kiwi in Australia deserves a passport, it's Quade. Yeah. Daramundi, man, you missed the red card. How orange are those jerseys? Yeah, it was a bit of it's a throwback to like 90s jerseys, right? Yeah, that's interesting. Suncorp is a Wallaby fortress. That is also quite true. So maybe red card or no red card, they can keep on doing those Wallabies things. Bloody hell. Did that kick from Hodge go out? No. Yes. Oh, just barely. Cora, you back from the game? Very lively, seemingly, Cora. The All Blacks Fiji won. Can someone actually explain the red card? I saw something on Facebook about it, but not actually sure what happened. Daramundi, mate. Cora Brady tackled Geelong, the number 8. He hit him, seemed like kind of shoulder to shoulder, and then there was a bit of subsequent contact to the head. And Geelong was also bracing as he was taking a high ball. Oh, here's trouble for the Australians. Kuyu was going to get a second one. He should have passed that one a bit earlier. But yeah, I would have thought there's at least 2 bits of mitigation there, but the ref was like, that's a red. That's how I saw it anyway. Jezza, is there any jersey that I refuse to wear? Not really. I don't think so. I've got a fake Springboks 2019 Rugby World Cup one, and I've got a real version, so I tend to not wear the fake one at all. Oh, did he take that from the mark? No. I feel like Kuyu should have passed that earlier, and I think it was Geelong was running a support line. Could have gone over for a try, but anyway. Too drunk to care. Nice. Do I have all the jerseys, Steve? I don't have all the jerseys. I can, off the top of my head, name several teams I don't have. Several. Mertens has just made the same point I made, that he should have passed it to Geelong. Watch up, says Randy. All right, I'm watching. Wallabies guys are back on the line. Falatea's gone close. Woki. Oh my goodness, he's got Go-Go Gadget arms. He's going to be player of the tournament, I think. Bloody hell. Man. Woki. Falatea went close. That's a pretty bloody good try. 22 feet tall, there you go. A Malta jersey, James. Man, that's one I definitely don't have. Basketball style try, that is the one. France are back in front. After all that effort from the Wallabies, it's 17 points to 20. There we go. Cora's got tickets to the first game versus Argentina and the other ones as well. Nice. I think I will end up going to that Argentina game, but I'm still waiting for my old boss to let me know what she wants to do. Bit of an Itoje clone in terms of having the long limbs. Yeah, Itoje is not that tall. Like, he's only 195, which compared to most of the tall locks around is not that tall, but he's got a big, I would imagine he's got one of the bigger wingspans out there. One last crack for Australia before half time. Watch up, says Junaid. Alright, I was busy tutuing around. Now I've stopped tutuing. Inside ball, Swain. Oh, Barassi Vincent look to have got that, and they have got it. Here's Jaminet. A kick and chase. Is that Thomas chasing it? Thomas too quick. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? No way. I think, though, it looked like Vincent knocked it on there. Surely. But based on this ref, who knows? Swain gets it. Oh, I think there's a knock there from Vincent, I think. Surely. Surely. Good two-man tackle, though. It's a good tackle on Swain. That's got to be. Come on. The officiating time, honestly, to take these calls is, if I can speak frankly, it's kind of pissing me off. They're taking flipping ages. They took so long for the red card. They took so long for that call. These calls don't need to take that long. Come on. Mark's mother could have seen that. That's Mark Morris. Could have seen that one knock on. I know, right? You could pretty much see it live. And then, like, as soon as you saw that live, if you get the TMO, you should be saying to the producer or the director, whoever the hell it is, show me that now. Alan, yes, you're in the club. There you go. That's what I was tutuing around for. If you're giving away a potential red card game changing, you need to be thorough. Yeah, I still feel like they looked at it like one or two too many times. Like they were maybe decided on a red card trying to find a way out of it. I don't know. But, like, there's no excuse for that knock on one. Kiwi ref may be a bit jet lagged, but still. Any good refs like Nigel Owens still around? I don't think there's anyone quite like Nigel. I'd rather the officials get it right than rush it and get it wrong. Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm also a fan of keeping the games moving, and I feel like giving these big bodies such a long time to rest and recuperate while we faff about watching the replays, it doesn't help. I'm not sure how many replays they need to see before they make a call, but yeah. Watch up, says Randy. I'm watching. Swinton's carrying. He's tackled. Tate gets it. Nice Arani. He's brought down. Swinton. How many phases is this? 9? Hooper! Why is it always Hooper? Hooper's the one who gets over the advantage line properly. They got the advantage, the Wallabies. Come on, Swinton, get over, son. No. He's short. Haircut. Come on. Not sure if the cutout pass was the option there. The French had numbers. They'll take for the 3, surely. Yeah, agree. I would take the 3 if I was the captain here. Texie, mate, the clock is at 42:10. We're still in the first half, so the clock is in the red. Yes, Alan, mate, you guys can get together and review the red, but don't take too bloody long about it. Otherwise, I'll start whinging. What a surprise. These two teams are locked up at 20 points apiece. Just like Argentina and Wales the other day. 20 points apiece at halftime. Decision made, no red. There you go. Got the South Africa game. Is it kind of started already? Surely not. Surely. Oh wait, I'm not on my TV. I'm on the flipping laptop casting, aren't I? How do I change this stuff? Sky Sport 1. How do I change? Okay, to resume playback on your computer. Okay. View schedule. Channels. Do they have it on? France is Australia, Rugby Stories, NRL, European Open, AFL, Open Championship. I don't think they're showing it. Is there really another game on? I thought it was like later. I thought it was like 1 o'clock. Anyway. I didn't get to hear what Pangamosa said, man. They switched to ads over here. I'm seeing an ad for LG TV. What's the deal? Oh, trivia, for sure. Trivia. I think it was one we've had before about horse racing. What do we got? What year did Kiwi win the Melbourne Cup? I'll give you a clue. It was a bloody great year. Bloody great year. $2015. No. Not 2015. Not 2011. Not 1987, 69, or 84, or 96, or 91. Yeah, I thought it was 1 o'clock as well, Hanjo, to be fair. No, Alaran is the closest so far. Well, he said 1984. 2004. No, Alaran, wrong direction. Not 86. The question was, what year did Kiwi win the Melbourne Cup? What year did Kiwi win the Melbourne Cup? 84. Not according to the cap. This is the second person to say 84. Not 1981. Eld's on the right. Alan's got the right answer, essentially. The year of my birth, which was 1983. And Cayenne's said it directly. There you go. 1983. Isn't that fitting? Kiwi won the Melbourne Cup. Good to know. I never knew that. Maybe we haven't had that question before. The year of our birth. Don't tell me you also share the year that is 1983. Josh, it's half-time at the moment. The year of the pig, as it would be. It's good to know that I was born in the year of the pig. It seems kind of fitting. Thoughts on the Marika red card, mate? Depressing. I know, Gavin, like by the current laws, he was kind of flirting with trouble. But I thought it's going to be yellow. I was quite convinced. Novman was 7 in 1983. You're a 70s baby. What was the first Super Rugby final, the score of the first Super Rugby final between the Sharks and the Blues, mate? I have not a clue. Not a clue. You guys can think about that one. Possession 61-39 to the Wallabies. Territory 64-36 to the Wallabies. Knock-ons 4-1 to the Wallabies. You guessed it. Papa was born in 83 as well. Glad to know so many other piggies are here. Year of the pig. Run meters 161 to 154 seems pretty low actually for one half of rugby. Goodness gracious me. Turnovers conceded 8-2. That's what's such a killer for the Wallabies, man. Tackling percentage 86 for the Wallabies is pretty good. 97% for France is better. France have missed 2 tackles. 65 out of 67. The Wallabies are 36 out of 42. Who are the guilty French guys to miss tackles? One from Hastoy and one from Folletta. So the prop and the 10. They call me Mr. Pig. Exactly right. You're the pig. Very lucky. Exactly, Simon. Actually, pig in English sounds pretty bad. But actually, of all the 12 zodiac animals, pig's actually pretty good. Right, I'll get one more beer. There's more beer. More beer where that came from. And we'll get one last bit of trivia. Otto, you take care, bud. We'll see how the rest of the games go later in the day. I'll be in bed, but anyway. See what we got. You planning for a dragon baby, not the dragon babies. Oh, Pumbaa, of course. The Lion King reference. Ooh, rugby trivia. Whatever happened to the whiteboard fridge idea? I know we need to get that researched. Interestingly, the answer of this question was one of the guys I was looking up in a recent video, but that's not how you read off a bottle cap. You're supposed to hold it in your hands so you can read it. Well done. Who scored Southland's only try in its loss to the British and Irish Lions in 2005? That was a big time foul, Craig. Grant. Why do I call you Craig? Indeed. The series is very close in terms of the score. Indeed. It couldn't be closer. Not Paul Henderson. No. Connor Kitchland. No. Gavin Henson. No. He scored for Southland. Jason Rutledge. No. Southland scored one try in their loss against the British and Irish Lions in 2005. Who scored for Southland? Who was their try scorer? It's the only Southland player. You know, was he playing for Southland in 2005? He is pretty old, to be fair. April Tui. Good evening. Good morning. Jamie McIntosh. No. Spent the first half talking to your mum. Yeah, it's 20 points apiece and we've had a red card, which was a controversial one. Pretty sure this guy played for Tonga. But I believe he's another Kiwi-born fella, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. This was the series I was hoping for. Down to the wire with no clear winner. Yes. Agree. Hey, Janae's got it. Hale Tipole. That is exactly right. What was the red card for, Josh? It was for a high tackle from Corabetti on Geelong, but it was debatable. Let's put it that way. Very debatable. It was a yellow card, not a red, Tiago. I'm inclined to agree. A Tongan in Southland. Yeah, that's actually probably... Yeah, not the most common thing in the world. The great thing about the 2005 series, Jezza, was that Woodward was just so brought down to earth after his World Cup thing. Man, did he kind of go from the all-conquering guy to like hero to zero pretty quickly. And that was such a bitter series as well, man. Like all the off-the-field stuff was just, yeah. I mean, 2017 wasn't a lot better. Dime till death, it was Marika Corabetti who got red carded on like the 6th minute. I'm French, but I really wish these cards weren't given so much. I agree, mate. It killed the game a little bit, but so far it's still very competitive, which is good. That tour was an absolute disaster for the Lions, Jamie. Yeah, the All Blacks kind of gave them 3 hidings. The first one wasn't too bad, but the second one I think was a bit lopsided. Dan Carter's, was that his second or his third game that was like where he just was on fire? My parents weren't interested in watching the game. No, they had to go home. They're in their 60s. My dad's in his 70s, so he's definitely in bed asleep right now. Unfortunately, the Wallabies will run out of steam in this half. I do kind of agree, Alaram, because they're playing guys who played 4 days ago, largely. So, oh no, Starleo just looked up at the Chemist Warehouse ad. It is Chemist Warehouse. How are the bookies calling this one? Are they making France favourites? Let's have a look. Live in-game. Live now. Ooh, France are the favourites at $1.60. Dalguna went off as well, Pohan. That's right. So they're even without one of their subs. Hodge had to come on pretty much straight away. And yeah, the Chemist Warehouse ads with Dan Carter are pretty bad. Pretty bad. Well, my son's old enough to remember stuff. I'm pretty sure he's just going to know Dan Carter as the Chemist Warehouse guy. Did Northern Hemisphere team say the 20-minute red cards and not coming back on wasn't a deterrent? Yeah, I think it was England and France. Don't quote me on that. I could be mistaken. Maybe it won't be a game with the red card. It's been all right, actually, so far, April 2. It's been not bad. The Aussies are putting up a big old fight, but like Alaran said, can they keep it up for the second half? We will have to see. Grant says, with 75 Taiwan dollars. New Taiwan dollars. Not just Taiwan, not the old Taiwan dollars. 2 cents. Do a weekly highlights show and include the bottle cap drop. I'll have to go back and download that image of me dropping that bottle cap. That's the thing about live streams, huh? You can't just go back and do that again. Not that I do that much with my regular videos anyway. I am a lazy editor. One take is pretty much the take. Cheers, Grant, man. Go the Wallabies, huh? April 2, yes, I definitely got that thing through Buy Me a Coffee. Absolutely. Thank you kindly for that. It's a good reminder to say cheers again. That definitely came through. Thank you. Hope Liam didn't mind. What's he up to? Remember France lost to Scotland who were down to 14? Drop goal time. Jaminet from 40 metres. Nah. Not that far away, but it's gone to the side. I know it's fun to do here, but that one gives you more money. Yeah, YouTube doesn't take as many cuts of it. Ribsy had an idea earlier if I could try a different streaming platform, I might be able to integrate that. I'll try that at some point. I'm on this kind of basic one at the moment. JB said if the Wallabies can pull this game off with a win, I'll drop $50 dues. Go the Wallabies! Let me get my Wallabies jersey. I tend to go for the underdog, so it kind of would be nice to see the Wallabies do it after being down a man for like 74 minutes. How's the Patreon going, Alaran? After I announced I was resigning from my job, or got redundancy from my job, the Patreon went and flipping steamrolled ahead, and now it's kind of like it's steady. Last month I had a couple more, so it's okay. It's good. Certainly can't complain, man. It'll match it. Nice. Take it off. Strip for my money, big boy. Yeah. Pretty much like a trained monkey. Can bribe me to change jersey. Yeah, if I was to change jersey, you better believe it ain't going to be on camera. That's for sure. Dave Rennie looks stressed. So does Dan McKellar. They've got matching poses. Making it even handy if you do the strip and show from the French to the Wallabies jersey. Yeah, nah. 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 Maybe if I went to the gym for a year, talk to me in a year, I'll get myself in stripping condition. But nah. Keep my dad bod to myself and keep your guys' eyes in good condition. French jersey to the Bordeaux jersey if Walker gets another try. Ellard, I read that. Lost 7 kgs in 3 weeks, 3 more to your target. Good man, JP. That's not easy. I actually haven't weighed myself in ages. I need to get below 100, and then I can grow a goatee to annoy the missus. Yeah, that was our agreement like 5 years ago. Yeah, and Jez is gonna get you guys. He's gonna mod you guys if you don't stop trying to get nudity on the stream. Half nudity. Which rugby team do you think are the most brutal and hard, King Lion? As I happily read that question to avoid the topic of changing clothes, Allard, looking at you, JP. Who are notoriously hard? You know, funnily enough, it used to be the French guys, that, like, at least in terms of guys getting off the ball stuff, like particularly brutal stuff, like way back in the day, like eye gouges and lower body injuries, you know what I mean? But the box guys are always pretty brutal as well, you'd have to say. My husband looks weird with no facial. I think it was over 10 years before I saw him without any. Bloody hell. I can't grow much, but I can grow an annoyingly stupid goatee. I grew one for my brother's wedding specifically, so surely I can grow one to annoy my wife. Argentina pretty tough, there you go. And as Junaid and Steve have just said, Tupou is on. That's good news for all Aussie fans, especially on his home ground. Gus Bell's come on as well. Argentina are playing at 2 o'clock in the morning my time, so it's like another 2 hours and 40 minutes. Annoyingly stupid goatee, totally worth it. Well, my deal with my missus was if I get below 100 kilos, I can do it. And that was when I was like 107 that I made that deal with her, so it probably seemed like, yeah, right, that never gonna happen. So yeah. Liam stopped shaving for a few weeks in April too. He didn't like it. He's on the same logic as I am. Goodness me, here goes Teddy Toma. He can make something out of nothing. Oh no, here's trouble. You're not going to catch Barassi. He's pretty quick. What a move, man. The French from their own 22. You got to admire that. Come on. No way did those guys just try to run it out of their own 22. Scintillating rugby is absolutely right. Unbelievable. Blindside, chip, regather, pass to Kuyu, Pasta Hastoy, Pasta Barassi, and Bumfa. Happy days for the French. What a try. What a try. Man, that's a worldie. France of Valdez's flesh, and absolutely. You got to admire that, man. Even if that was against your team, you got to admire that. Amazing. Amazing. That $50 reduce is safe. If they're going to score tries like that, pretty safe. Wish there was more of that in the top 14. I don't actually watch much top 14, so I don't know. I tend to watch the French teams a bit in the Champions Cup, but is the top 14 a bit of a grind? I heard it was at times pretty entertaining. That like an All Blacks try. Teddy Toma is so fun. That is absolutely true. Teddy Toma, you never know what you're quite going to get. Top 14 looks high scoring, then you check the box and scores, and it's just all penalties. No wonder Jaminet's so good. That goal kicking. Vincent got tackled by Naisarani and then turned over. They just gave Paisami a bit of a wedgie. Naisarani, actually, I wasn't sure that Naisarani should have been picked by the Wallabies in the first place, but nah, he's had a pretty good series. You're right, Randy. Is there any way of watching Top 14 Australia? I'm not sure, Taramundi, actually, Sky in New Zealand puts on some of their games. They've got the rights to it, but they certainly don't show all of them. Pangamosa, oh, he's been tackled. Was that Toma that brought him down? No way. Come on, get it to Tupou. How did you stop Tupou there, France? I'm impressed. I think Toma stopped Pangamosa and then they just stopped Tupou. Unbelievable. The Aussies are a metre out. Come on, line Tupou up for another one. But Gus Bell's not going to go over. Sure. Oh no, didn't he? He scored a bunch of tries in AU, I think. Oh, they got advantage. Come on, Wallabies. Even it up. 5 phases. Oh man, they're still not able to break the line. That one looked like a sure thing. Come on, Tupou. He's giving it. Unbelievable. Of course it's Tupou. Who else was it going to be? It was never going to be anybody else except Tupou. Swinton almost had them fooled with the little tip pass to Bell, but it went to ground, and then Tupou just picked and go. 3 guys went at him. 3 guys. And he still got through. Woki, Telfa Fanua, and somebody else. Oh, Bumba. And he still got through. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's 27 points apiece, folks. Well, we've seen two brilliant tries. One was a length of the field, worldy from the French, and then one is a prop going through three guys from like a metre out. They're both equally very impressive. Very different, but very impressive, man. How does one dude go through three dudes? That's not supposed to be a thing. Put a timer up so people know the time. I might be able to do that. I don't know if I would actually be able to do a timer on my own because the clock stops and starts and I would have to... But I might be able to show a web page which has the timer. Maybe. But then even that may not be at the same time as the time. I'll have a look. The French have just won a turnover. It was Bumba. Must be getting late in New Zealand, Steve. It is 11:27. You can definitely add a timer in OBS. The only thing I'm concerned a little bit about the timer, because the 10:14 guys did a timer before, and the stopping and the starting of the timer is the problem. Jealous of the bottle of Spates. Funny that Spates could be a beer that people would be jealous of, but I guess if you don't have it... Oh, he's missed one. I think that's his first miss. Goodness me. Ian, mate, good morning. How are you going, sir? We've got a bit of a cracking game on here, mate, despite the fact that it's one team with 15, one team with 14. Don't get there here in Australia. Yeah. It's just the thing you can't get always seems that bit sweeter, huh? Ask Wim about it. He's a developer, might know. Yeah, I'm thinking like, because I think on this I can like screen share something, so I might be able to screen share part of it that has a time on it, maybe. But yeah, I just have to be careful what I end up showing. Getting ready to have a tens tournament today, first match at 8:50. Good luck, man. Good luck. Hopefully you guys go well. Score some tries. My son's didn't have his game today because it's school holiday, so they don't have games. Well, one week they have no games. It's kind of a break week. Hello, Japanese guy. I can't read the katakana. I used to be able to read katakana, but I can't read katakana anymore. Sorry. I think you need something you can reset when needed. You would get in trouble if you screen share anything. I could just like load up like ESPN's live score page because I think they do it, but then again their timer may be different from my timer. Like when I check the stats, often there's like a minute behind mine, so I don't know. I will investigate. I could get a mod to do it. That's true. Delegation, huh? This has been like the best game of the series, Randy. Funnily enough, like when the red card happened, we're all sitting here kind of, frustrated and, annoyed, saying that the game was over. But it's been a cracker so far, huh? By the way, have a good match. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Get in touch if I want help. I'll have a play around, April, and if I get stuck, I will be sure to ask Liam's expert help, definitely. I am very much not an expert. But I can, usually tinker around and figure stuff out. But if I don't, I will certainly get stuck in. Right. Lola Seo is lining up a shot at goal. 57 minutes. 37 seconds. He can't miss it. Tell me you guys are playing around. I haven't seen it yet. So, yeah. Please do try to avoid spoilers, but man, he can't miss that. Surely it's right out in front. He has missed that. Unbelievable. How the hell did he miss that? That one was more kickable than Jaminez's one. That's a bit of a choke, but it happens. Unbelievable. A new solution, says Simon. Get one of the kids on it for some pocket money. My kids are still maybe a little bit young for that. Don't know. Merci, Lolacio. I don't know how I missed that, man. That's going to be a brutal one for the Aussies going forward. Take the hat off, mate. You're inside the jerseys enough. Mind your own business. I always wear a hat, man. Come on. Plus, I haven't cut my hair in like 3 weeks. It's gone like a bit of a fuzzball. Keep the hat. I always do the hats. Are they jabbing people under 50 yet? I don't think so. No, I can't get jabbed until like October. Victoria, nah, it's not too cold at all. I thought today's been pretty. It's been overcast, so it's been pretty warm. Oh man. Helen says to keep the hat on. Yep. Thank you, brother. And JP's just planted the seeds of that song to be in all our minds, but I'm not going to sing it. If you know it, you know it. Keep the hat on. My dad always wears hats, by the way. Always. Always. Probably because he's bald, eh? I'm actually not bald, but cheers, Alan, mate. In 10 years, I may look back at this and go, when I'm bald, why didn't I show my hair off more? I took my hat off in the last stream, though. Briefly. More hats or more jerseys, Stalio? More jerseys. I don't think I have multiple hats for many teams. Munster, the Bulls, the Blues, the Western Force. Not many teams do I have duplicate hats. Seems my dad a farm hat, the same brown cords, green jersey he gets for his entire life in his uniform. Right, Wallabies, like 8 metre line out. They're mauling it. The French have some bodies on the ground, but the maul is still there. There's advantage for collapsing it. They got to spin it. The French bodies were maybe up offside a little bit. The time in the game is 61:50. What do you do if you are the Wallabies here? Does South Africa still do the thing with the open side we're 6 and the blind side we're 7? Yes. And I can't imagine that will change anytime soon. Oh, goodness me. JP is determined that that song should go into all of our heads. It's definitely in my head now. And yeah, I'm going to keep my hat on. Thank you, brother. Although, to be fair, when I go to bed, I'll probably take it off. But yeah. Thank you, man. Hope your movie goes well. You have to let us know what happens with that. It's been quite a while in the works. Big scrum, Australia. Holy moly. And they've got advantage again. As Stalio just said, if you've got Tupou in your team, you go for the scrum. Interestingly, his scrumming sometimes causes issues, but boy, against the French, he's been having fun. They're going to go scrum again. How long until the French get a talking to? That's a good question. One more? One more. Pieces of work on Instagram and Facebook. You'll have to like send those somehow. Send them through email or Patreon or something. But it's a horror stuff. I probably never will watch a movie. I don't do horror, man. I'm a big sook like that. I can't do horror. Right, big Wallaby scrum again. It's crabbing sideways. Oh, they're going to reset that one. Time check. 64:50 is where we're at. Tupou always goes all in at the scrum, so he either wins massively or gives a penalty away. That's pretty much it. Still 27 points apiece. Wouldn't it be mad if this one finished as a draw? Did anybody pick the draw? This ref is a robot. Advantage Australia. Ben O'Keefe. He's not the most inspirational character you will ever encounter. That is true. He's no oh, goodness me. He's no Nigel Owens. They free kicked him at the scrum, and Naisarani tapped it. Surely not Tupou again. I'd be getting it to Tupou. Pangamosa wants to go over. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. How the hell are the Aussies in front with a man down? Is it because like 14 guys is closer to rugby league and the Aussies are naturally better at rugby league that this is actually more to their liking? What is going on? Man, this is madness. Madness. Paying Gamos is the guy who goes over for the try. Randy's saying there's a TMO call. Are they wanting to see if he was onside? Was he still bound to the ruck? What's the deal? What's the deal, folks? A knock on? No? They got the rage of Marika flowing through them. Yeah, what is going on? Nice Irani. Took it to Paisami. He trucked it up. No knock on there. Maybe he's lost it there. Wasn't it stripped? Yeah, Randy's just said the same thing. It's stripped. What about that angle? There's a French hand. 19 looks to have stripped it, and then Paisami drags it back. He's lost it, says the TMO. Aussie fans are going to be livid. Hicks has still got some money riding on this one, so pretty pleased. Whew, pretty rough. Yes. This is going to be one of those games where all the talking points are going to be the refs. Yep, pretty much, Matthew. Yeah, I hate these kind of games. You want to talk about the rugby, the wonder tries, the French wonder try, the Tupou wonder try, and then it's just going to be about whether that was a strip or not. Hey. Hooper is ticked off. I don't blame him. He's not got the rub of the green tonight. Like, I don't mind if refs are bad, if it's consistently bad for both sides. I mean, maybe I don't know. Junaid, it's Gordon who's the sub for Haircut. Does Nick Phipps still play? Well, wasn't he? Wait. I'm thinking of McGibbon. Where did Phipps go? The Bulls are trying to hurt South Africa. How are you watching that, Simon? Is it? I guess you watch it on a streaming service. Yeah, naked ref. There's a reason I try not to comment too much about the laws, because I don't know them either. I hate reading them. I make no bones about that. But that being said, if I give myself a pat on the back, I did call out Lewis Ludlow for putting a knee to a Canadian guy's head accidentally the other day, and I was like, how is that not a red? He got yellow, and then he was cited. He's been banned for a bunch of games, so I was like, I don't know the laws, but I know the consistency about what's a red card, and I thought that one should have been red. Just give myself a pat on the back. Phipps went to London Irish. Right, I was getting confused between him and McGibbon. Australia struggling to beat this French B or C side. It's still not a good look. That is true. Can you imagine if they'd sent the French A side? I think this could have been a messy one for the Wallabies. At least this isn't the NHL refereeing. The NHL refereeing is probably more what old school rugby refereeing was like, right? Where it's just like literally the guys just have their own interpretations and just go with that. Like bugger standardized frameworks, it's just they can just let stuff go or not. 146 viewers at the moment on my side. How many likes is it though? How many likes? It's all about the likes. The algorithm likes. Current time, mate, I'm at 69.35. McDermott is trying to run the ball out of his own territory. He gets brought down. Nice Irani's doing the same, and the Australians have got advantage. 93 likes, 103 likes, good. Likes adds videos to a playlist, does it? Oh, like the liked videos playlist? Is it actually a playlist? Yeah, the idea of the timer is definitely a good one. It's just the operation of the timer, which is... I legit remember when the 1014 guys started doing live streams, they had a lot of issues with their timer. And then having to tell people our timer is off by this much. Because there's the match timer, which we can't see, and then there's the TV timer, which is their best guess. And then there would be my timer. Because, yeah, the stadium clock and the TV clock is not the official clock. The only official clock is the one that the ARs have got. Anyway. Steve, likes is just one of the engagement things that YouTube's algorithm looks at. If you put out a video, it looks at a number of things, deciding whether that's kind of good content worthy of promotion. One of them is likes, comments on videos, watch time. So if you start a video and you just turn it off after 10 seconds, that's bad for the video. But if you watch the whole way through, that's good for the video. Like there's all kinds of metrics they do. It's kind of a, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Yeah, Platoon, maybe they didn't know how to do it. I think they were kind of muddling their way through it as well. I just remember they had trouble with it. They got it on the screen okay, but the management of it, I think, got a bit troublesome. Anyway. I know I did 100% accurate. There's someone in the room doing it with me. Yes. Lolosio, I don't see him take many kicks this long. Isn't Hodgie still on the field? Oh no, he can kick that. I reckon he can get that. He's got that one easy. He had a good 10 meters more. Unbelievable, folks. 72 minutes. It's 30 points to 27. It was harder than the last one, but he got it. They needed some points because they've had their chances since that blown try. Now, Wallabies, don't concede a penalty straight from the restart. This would be so Wallaby-like if you conceded a penalty or even a try straight from the restart. Got to be a bit weird kicking it towards a giant image of your face. Yeah. One of the stadiums in Australia has got a ginormous screen, which is even worse. Well, it's a penalty. And it's a penalty. Yeah. Straight away. Didn't take long, did it? This is that stadium, Steve. Is it really? Oh, yeah. It's Valtini's tackle on Jaminet. No, I'm sure there's one in Sydney that's got a bigger screen. It was where the Waratahs played. It's bigger. Way bigger. Way bigger. Like, way bigger than that screen. Way bigger. Jaminet's going to smash this one easy. Man, screw these teams. What is with this game? Come on. It's going to be a draw. Is it? I don't know. Maybe it was ANZ Stadium. It was definitely one where the Waratahs played. It was just such a huge screen. Allianz? Maybe. I went there. Was that the one with the huge screen? Before they knocked it down? Oh, the French have knocked it on. In their own territory. Chance for a big Aussie scrum. Penalty, maybe? Grant reckons a draw's a loss. Definitely Allianz. Okay, maybe that's the one. Yeah. For 10-14, rugby, the Spark Sport was a disaster. Then should have kept YouTube. Did now say they did from 10-14. James, mate, I have sent the 10-14 a couple of messages since they stopped their YouTube stuff. Once was when they were shifting to Spark and they kind of had it hush hush. And then once since that, they said they're still beavering away at stuff, but didn't allude to anything else. So, yeah, I don't know. Big scrum, Australia. They got a penalty. Nah, there's no extra time, Steve. If it's a draw, it's a draw. Opting for 3. Nothing on their website or anything, so not sure whether they gave up their jobs to start the 10-14 April 2. Exactly right. Their website now just links to an email address. I did get a notification from their YouTube channel like 3 or 4 months ago. Like they did something by accident, by accidentally publishing something, but then they unpublished it immediately. So I don't know. I tell you, if they're not working and they're still beavering away without making any money, they must have had some good savings. Lolosio, man, he's a young man to have this pressure on him. No spoilers, folks. 77 minutes and 29 seconds. Lolosio. Hex is saying a bird, please hit the ball. If it was in Melbourne, you'd have a chance. Not at Suncorp. Lolosio kicks these pretty regularly in Super Rugby, but that's different from a test match with 2 minutes left. Come on, man, get it. Get it. You've been 14 men for so much of this game. He's nailed it. He just strokes it through. Just absolutely just... He does look so young, Jules, because he is so young. He's unbelievably young. What ice is going through his veins. Unbelievable. He's missed one, which was probably the easiest of the lot, but he bloody nailed that one. My goodness. Can Australia hold on? Or will they find a way to muck it up? And Quade Cooper will always be welcome in Tokoroa. Absolutely. Even if the Aussies don't want to give him a passport. The Aussies are going to run the clock down 1 minute and 10 seconds, but you better believe they'll give away at least one breakdown penalty, I'm sure. Boo, says Victoria. Hanneman, mate, I think after this one, I am going to go to bed. It's midnight. And there you go. Bro, I need to get like Nostradamus thingy going on because I called that as well. That jinxed it. That was obvious. That was obvious that the Wallabies weren't going to be able to hang on for 1 minute and 10 seconds going phase after phase. Come on. Not a chance. I honestly think they might have been better off just kicking it deep and just backing their defence the whole, but I know they got a man down. France are going, bugger the draw. That's a hard kick. We can win it. Wallabies run clock down. Concede penalty. Of course, France opt for touch. Maul time on the 22. It's not going anywhere. Use it once is the call. Great maul defense from the Aussies, honest to goodness. Are you kidding me? Wow, that's a victory and a half, man. I know that's only France's B team, but bro, 14 men for what? How many minutes? 40, not 40, 70, I can't think, go, blah, blah. I can't think. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sorry, Hex, mate. I don't know how much money you had on that, but damn. 3 points in it for the whole series. Unbelievable. Tupou. What a legend. Tupou. The red card was for Kurabiti, man, on like the 6th minute for a high tackle. It was a pretty controversial one, so I feel like the Wallabies will be feeling pretty justified. Good thing is that reduces the talking points about the red card, though. But bloody hell. Whoa. JP is a happy chappy. Yes, Wallabies, $1 dues. Man, you got to be pretty chuffed with your side, bro. Congratulations. That's some proper spirit. That bodes well, I think. Cheers, man. Oh, go buy some beers if the bottle shop's still open. I think you need them. Cheers, mate. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, and then Grant with the footy NTD. Thank you, mate. JP is happy, April too. Absolutely. Spanish conference team is loving it. Darren Mundy drops in with the super sticker. Cheers, man. Unfortunately, that doesn't display on this one, but I know what you mean. Jason, getting in on the act. Inspiring victory, Aussies. Inspiring is a good word, actually. To play that long with a man down is literally quite inspiring. And Ella says this adds up to a total of $50 dues. He promises. Boys and girls. Cheers. You lot. Man. Oh, and Steve for the super sticker as well. Goodness me, these things are coming thick and fast. I can't keep up. Cheers, Steve. Oh, War God King. Bloody hell, mate. 14 men down and came back strong. Look at Michael Hooper's face. I have seen him do so many depressed looking press conferences, but he looks genuinely chuffed. Cheers, War God King, mate. Appreciate that. I'll be putting on that Wallabies jersey you sent me very shortly. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, that was a crazy finish. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Look at Reece Hodge. Look at Noah Lolesio. You got to feel good for them. Come on, guys and girls. Definitely. Yeah. Happy, happy days. I mean, I do think both of these squads will be pretty good for, banking these minutes and these guys for their future. So, yeah, pretty happy with that, I think. Jezza with the super sticker as well. I'm almost out of beer. It's like the last little drop. Cheers, brother. Yeah, what can we say? I do think both these teams will be benefit from having these guys have this kind of close series. Like, I think the Wallabies guys maybe benefit from that more than blowing Tonga away by, triple digits. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Rob with a super sticker as well. My daughter started crying. She must have been supporting the French. Unbelievable. Cheers, Rob, mate. Listen to her. Can you hear that on the microphone? Thank you, Rob, brother. I would cheers, but I think there's still a little bit in that bottle. Didn't even finish the second bottle. Super. LRM. Oh. Well done, Wallabies. Absolutely. Showed some proper mettle to win a game with a man down for most of it. Cheers, Alaran. I'll get some wine next time, I reckon. American Blues Rugby. This is the most frickin' donations I've had in one short span ever. You guys must be feeling the emotions of this game as much as I am. Thank you, brother. Oh, goodness me. My daughter, she does hate the French. Yes, you mentioned that. We mentioned that earlier. Whew. Yeah, she does. Maybe she's overcome with emotions. Maybe that's why she's crying. I'm not sure. This is the only jersey she didn't like, though. Right. Yeah, what was I on about? Bloody hell. Something about the both sides having invested some good minutes into these guys for the future. I think that's going to pay off. I do think the Wallabies may be in a bit of strife when they play the All Blacks, but it's hard to know because it's a different level of opposition. So, yeah. And the booing was because Geelong was the guy who grabbed his face. Cheers for the stream. It says, Steve, for making your mod, Allard. Wield your powers wisely. With great modding comes great modding. Thank you again, mate. Hope your new place is doing well. Hope you're settling in. Okie dokie. I think it's time to go, folks. Yes. There's more rugby on, but I'm going to go to bed. I plan to get up in about 4 hours to watch the British and Irish Lions take on the... God, I can't even think. The Stormers. And then I will watch delayed coverage of Wales and Argentina. I got there. What was I going to say? Yeah, so it's a busy day and night, but happy days. Happy days. Take care of yourselves, guys. Victoria, drive safely on the desert road for sure. It's a big drive. Jezza, everybody else. Actually, April 2, yeah, good point. I might jump on Discord. I'll jump on Discord. If you guys are on Discord, jump on Discord. I don't have a link to Discord, but there'll be one somewhere. One of the previous videos, the monthly video, maybe? I don't know. Anyway. Take care, people. Congratulations, Wallabies. Commiserations, France, but it was a hell of a series and a hell of a finish. Good night, everybody. Take care.